What is up, people? Matt here. So today I'm going to be playing Dynasty Warriors 3 for the PlayStation 2. Now, I've been wanting to play this game, I've been wanting to stream it for a very long time. This is a very special game to me, much like Spyro is. So, you know, anyway, let's just get straight into the game. But the reason the game is so special to me is because I literally used to play this when I was between the ages of about 8 and 12. I played this game like non-stop, and I mean non-stop, you know. In fact, I might have even been playing it a bit earlier than 8. But yeah, I just played it non-stop. This is one of the only games that I played, but I didn't originally play it on the PlayStation 2. Originally, I played it on Xbox, because that's the console that I had at that time. And I always used to play as Sheldon. So I'm going to break the mold this time, and I'm actually going to start my first playthrough as Zhang He, or Zhang He, which is a bit odd because as I said, I've always started with Sheldon. It's just always been a habit of mine. Nothing wrong with any of the other characters that are available right at the start, but I prefer Wei's my favourite kingdom, so I thought I'd want to play as a Wei character at first. I guess I could have played as Dion Wei. But just for the sake of it, I'm going to play as the beautiful warrior Zhang He. Now, the really odd thing about the Muso mode on 3 is that the game doesn't really... It's not very accurate, to be honest with you, because the first battle that you play as with Zhang He is the Battle of Guandu, Cao Cao's forces versus Yuan Shao's forces. Now, the problem is, Zhang He doesn't join Cao Cao's army until after Guandu, because Zhang He is part of Yuan Shao's forces, which is really odd that they've chosen to put him in as Cao Cao. I guess they couldn't have done it any other way. I guess they could have done the battle after this, that would have made it a bit more accurate, but, you know, that's just one of those things. So anyway, Dynasty Warriors is a hack and slash series. You pick one character, you go into the battle, you fight and you beat the other army. Your army's always the blue, the red is always the enemies. You go through the list, you can see the officers on your side, what their morale is, how many troops they have and who their officers are. I'm apparently under the command of Cao Cao, so I'm an officer of Cao Cao, obviously. Don't think Zhang He is on the other side because I'm playing as him. Yeah, so Zhang He is not on the other side, despite him being Yuan Shao's officers. Anyway, let's listen to the introduction to sort of give an explanation to the battle. This is usually quite accurate. They actually got rid of the introduction in latest games in the series, which is really unfortunate because I actually quite like the introduction.
Various battles erupt around the land as leaders struggle for power, plunging the country into a state of war. With a large garrison stationed at Hebei, one man stood out during this period of unrest, the distinguished Yuan Shao. It was Cao Cao of Hainan who stood up to this new threat. Despite being heavily outnumbered, Cao Cao held his ground against the much larger forces of Yuan Shao. Then, in the year 200, the two leaders meet in the fields of Guandu in a battle to determine supremacy of central China.
So there you go. Cao Cao and Yuan Shao meeting at Chengdu. Battle's called Battle of Guandu. Now, the person that does the commentary for the introduction pronounced Cao Cao's name as Cao Cao. That's actually incorrect. His pronunciation is meant to be Cao Cao. The funny thing is, when I was a child, I always said Cao Cao because I just assumed that the commentator was pronouncing the names right, but I literally was saying the wrong. I was pronouncing it wrong for so many years. It's funny, it's funny how that works. Anyway, let's go on with the battle. Another funny thing is that I used to call the game Dynasty Warriors. The pronunciation is obviously Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors I think is how Americans pronounce it, but the British pronunciation is Dynasty. So I actually converted to Dynasty, much like I converted to Sao Sao instead of Cow Cow. Anyway, let's get into the battle. So the whole point is to go around defeating the enemy officers and eventually make your way to the enemy commander and defeat him to win the battle.
All other units, destroy the enemy and find their supply depot.
It's fairly simple gameplay. There's not a lot complicated with it, which is actually, there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest. It's, for a lot of people, it's a guilty pleasure. It's just one of those mindless games where people will happily just sit down and play and then just enjoy. It's not really a game anyone takes seriously, to be honest with you, because it's just not. Anyway, on the screen, as you can see, I'm playing as Zhang He. Bottom left corner, 20, that's how many arrows I've got. Use that to shoot people in towers. And you can just use them normally, I guess. Arrows in this game are ridiculously overpowered. They can kill officers and stuff ridiculously. The yellow bar is my Musu gauge, which is a special attack you use once you've attacked people. The green, or the light sort of aqua cyan blue, is obviously my health bar. Bottom right hand corner is the KO meter, so that's how many people I've defeated in the battle. Obviously on the top right we have the map. Above that we've got the morale bar, which is showing the morale of each army, and the top left corner is the enemy life bars. Now, gate captains are very important to deal with. They stop additional enemies coming onto the map. It's basically a way to stop, you know, the enemy getting reinforcements. Now, it's a sort of tug of war, because once you've killed that gate captain, one of your gate captains will appear. However, they can go kill your gate captain and, you know, put that gate captain back in place. So, there's siege ramps attacking our castle. You can stop them breaching the castle, however if you don't deal with them in time they will actually destroy the castle walls. It's not usually something you have to worry about, even if they destroy the castle walls. To be honest with you, very rarely would they actually reach Sao Sao. Unless you just sat there doing nothing, then they would eventually get into the castle. As you just saw there was a sort of guard on a horse. You can ride horses, you can mount horses. Unfortunately, the controls for horses in the game aren't all that great. You can't pick up items when you're on horseback either, which is another really awful thing. They don't fix that until Dynasty Warriors 5, I think, which is a bit of a shame. But it's just one of those things. When you destroy an officer or a general, if they have any officers underneath them, they will immediately retreat and head off the map. So if you want to get the most experience, you're better off going for the officers first and then going for the head honchos. That's how I always used to do it, but obviously if you just want to get through, just, you know, kill any generals or officers that are right in front of you at the time. Unfortunately, my bodyguards just aren't, you know, being able to hack the battles. That's a huge problem with Dynasty Warriors 3. When you start off, your bodyguards can't. They just can't survive, to be honest. That's why you set them on defense, but even that doesn't save them, because they're just going to get attacked, and they're just, you know, you can't babysit them. They're meant to be your bodyguards, not you bodyguard them. it's just one of those things, unfortunately. To be honest, even when you start leveling them up, other than sort of taking some attention away, you can't really trust them to you can't trust them to help you out, to be honest with you. They just act as meat shields, really. So now I'm going to go try and deal with the enemies near the castle. Hopefully I can take them all out pretty easily. I'm pretty much just avoiding all the peons, to be honest with you. You are really supposed to kill the peons before you start attacking officers and stuff, but to be honest with you, you're better off just running to the officers and generals, because you just let your peons fight, the enemy peons. That's how I've always done it, really. The only time it's useful to attack the peons is if the general has really high morale. If you lower that morale, they basically become weaker and easier to defeat. Sometimes it's absolutely necessary to get that morale as low as possible before starting a fight with them, because they just some characters in this game, if you don't do that first, they'll just kill you. No ifs, no buts about it. They will massacre you, and you might see that in a future battle. So here we go, Wen Cho and his officer Gao Lan. I'm going to try and kill Gao Lan first, because obviously if I kill Wen Cho, Gao Lan will retreat, and I can't get the experience for him, nor his stat boost or weapon or item, which obviously I want.
That's Guan Yu. My brother? I know Guan Yu. He must surely have a good reason. We are going to pull back.
So I picked up a temporary stat boost then. It was the axe, which means I get ×2 attack for 30 seconds, which really can make mincemeat of the enemies, to be honest with you. The stat boosts are very good. There's even permanent items you can equip to change the speed, change the length of time that they are active. I've never really bothered putting them on, but you can put them on if you so wish. So if I get on this horse, it will knock me off because I'm not high enough rank. The horse that you can mount is totally reliant on your rank in the game. So obviously the more you level up, the better horse you can ride. Unless you get your own mount and equip it, in which case you can ride the horse no matter what, which is obviously good. I'm iffy on whether it's worth using one of your precious item slots on a mount, to be honest with you, unless you need it for a specific purpose. Like some levels you need to do something so quickly, you need a mount to reach your destination in time. But it's very rare that happens. Most of the time, to be honest, you can just run about, or if you really want, just obviously, grab a horse when you start the battle. That's totally adequate, So I'm looking for a supply depot. I'm pretty sure it's always the last one you visit, which is sort of takes the fun out of it, really, because it's meant to be a frantic look. Oh, let's try and hopefully we'll find the right one first. I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you have to go to all 4 of them, which is a bit of a shame. So let's get rid of the precious captain guard, or gate captain, sorry, so we can stop the enemies respawning over here. Now an interesting thing is, in this game, whenever you use someone's Mushu mode, the character voice is in Japanese, For some reason they never voiced the Musu attacks in English. No idea why. Probably to do with money or time constraints, I'd imagine. Weirdly enough, I'm pretty sure the true Mushu attacks are in English, though. That's really odd that that happened. I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm pretty sure I remember hearing somewhere that it was to do with time constraints and not money constraints, which would make sense. Although it wouldn't make sense in the fact that they've done the true Mushu and not the normal Mushu, but oh well. So your attacks consist of the square button, which is the normal combo, and you can mix it up with charge attacks, which is primarily used to break a person's guard. So here we go, you one Shi when he has 2-star morale, which basically means he's not going to block very much, and he's going to stagger whenever I make contact with him, which makes them very easy to kill, to be honest with you. Another tip's to juggle the enemy. Once you've knocked them off the ground, they're usually pretty easy to just keep attacking, luckily. So I just picked up an item. At the end of the battle you'll get those items and you can start equipping them.
A blazing fire would look good here. Go tell our lord.
So I've found the Wu Chao compound and I'm going to set it on fire. After defeating this officer.
We're falling behind. Go!
Upon setting fire to the Wu Chao compound, basically the battle completely turns and all your forces go on the offensive to Wu Chao's camp. So yeah. Now, the named sort of officers and peons in this game have a really annoying habit. If they sort of knock you over, they can actually like sort of build up their Musu, but instead of collecting a Musu gauge, they actually heal themselves or can equip themselves with a stat boost. It's really annoying, especially if you've got an officer all the way down to no health and then all of a sudden, oh look, they're just going to fully heal. That's so infuriating, to be honest, you know. They really shouldn't, it's really bad. I'm really low on health, so hopefully I get a health pickup in a minute. So here's the true Mushu mode. When your health gauge goes to red, that's when you can use the true Mushu. True Musu attack basically lasts longer and it also sort of burns them.
Wu Chao compound is under attack!
What? It can't be! One Shao, this battle is mine.
So the Wu Chao compound is in flames, which was all of Wu Chao's supplies.
Great!
So now we're going to a counter-attack, as Cao just said. Now look, the gate captain is back to being in enemy hands. Oh no, it's not. No, I stand corrected. I thought it was them. Excellent health pickup. Let's go. So as you can see in the top right corner, the morale on our army is just all the way over. Basically we're dominating now. It's sort of like it's a given, you know. Anyway, I'm going to deal with the officers in this other sort of compound, and then I'm going to go searching for the pickup items on the map. There are pickup items on the map that you can pick up to increase your health and Musu bar. They're sort of hidden. Well, I say hidden, but you got to go looking for them. It's not a case of they're purposely hidden, really. They just you got to go look. When I first played the game, I never really bothered with them. I never even really knew about them, to be honest with you. I thought you could only sort of increase your gauges by leveling up.
I defeated an officer.
Don't lag behind.
Don't believe there's any officers in the compound. The only time there's an officer in the compound in one of the depots is the one that actually sets a light. I could have done with looking for a horse, to be honest with you, because I've got to go all the way down into South's camp again, which is a bit annoying, really. But it's just one of those things. So as you can see on the mini-map, all the blue sort of circles are all moving up. That basically means they're all mobilising to Yuan Shao's camp, or at least on the outskirts of it. Yuan Shao's pretty much finished. I mean, pretty much all his generals are dead. I've killed some of his officers. His morale's really low, and he hasn't got, you know, much on the map. So yeah, it's pretty much game, really. I've just got to go collect all this stuff, and then I'm going to go finish off Yuan Shao. It's very simplistic gameplay. I will always give people that when they say, oh, it's just, you know, sort of a hack and slash. Yeah, it is, but I really enjoy playing it. And that, at the end of the day, that's the most important thing, isn't it? As long as you enjoy the game, you know, it doesn't matter, does it? So the stat pickups are usually always in pots, not crates. So if you're really struggling, honestly, you could look around the entire map looking for all the pots and break them, and you know, if you find all the pots, you're guaranteed to find the pickup. I'm pretty sure it's here, if I remember correctly. Yep, so this is the fairy wine. This increases my Musu gauge. The other one is the dim sum, which increases your life gauge. So we're going to go get that now. Luckily it's actually sort of on the way to Yuan Shao, so we haven't really got to make any more detours, although I'm probably going to go defeat Yuan Shang, because I like to at least defeat all the generals if I can to get the rank up. Very rarely do your friendly computer generals and that destroy or defeat the other generals and officers. Usually you have to be the one that comes along to beat them. There are circumstances, but very rarely does it happen. Unless you've got a really strong person on your side, like Guan Yu for instance, can absolutely destroy Yang Liang and Wen Chou, but that's actually for story reasons. And that he's programmed to do that. Otherwise, normally people would just try and fight normally, and you know, it's a sort of, they would probably kill them eventually with if they have the morale boost, but it will take so long. It's really not feasible doing it. So Yuan Shang is all the way in the corner, bottom right hand corner, guarding you know, he's not even in the supply depot. He's on, you know, he's sort of through it. He's just guarding a gate captain, which is really pointless, to be honest with you. I will be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Zhang He's Musu attack, because it's not really, well, it is accurate I guess, but it's not it's not specifically for one enemy. It's sort of, you know, slice through them all, which I'm not a huge fan of. I like the ones where it's you could sort of target one enemy in particular and do all the damage. Kind of why I like Shogun, I suppose. His attacks sort of based for one enemy.
Defeated an officer.
So that's Yuan Shan down. Now I just need to get the gate captain, and then we can make our way to Yuan Shao's camp. The really odd thing is, even when you defeat a general, the peons don't run. It's only the officers that run. Which is sort of funny when you think about it. An officer's, you know, running away, and the peons are staying and fighting. It really doesn't make much sense, to be honest with you. Always keep your health topped up. There's absolutely no good reason why you shouldn't keep your health full. Pickups are totally random, so it's not like you can save health pickups for later on, so you might as well pick them up when you see them on the ground. So the morale meter in the top is all blue now, which basically means there's not really any enemies left. That's pretty much what the morale thing means.
There is no need for strategy here. All units, charge!
Now this is totally absurd. He's pretty much not got any. He's got no troops, and he actually tries to attack your army. It doesn't make sense. It's sort of like a last resort, I guess, but it's not going to do anything. So it's sort of pointless, really. I believe the dim sum is over here in these pots. Yep, so it's in a crate. That's how you can tell it's the dim sum that increases your life. Right, let's go fight Yuan Shao. So yeah, the reason that I wanted to play as Zhang He first is also the fact that they've changed him in Dynasty Warriors 9, the upcoming game. Unfortunately, he no longer has his signature claws anymore. They've changed him to use daggers, which I'm absolutely... I can't understand why they would do that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with his claws. He's known for them. You know, I'm pretty sure nearly everyone prefers him with his claws. So I don't know why they made that unpopular decision. But maybe they actually have a good reason for it. Maybe the claws are still in the game, so maybe you can just give them to him anyway. I hope that's the case anyway. I really do hope all the characters that have had their weapons changed, I hope they do still sort of keep them in the game, so you can just, you know, probably give them to them anyway. I really hope that's the case. So this is a deadlock. You have to sort of mash the square button. Sorry. If you mash it more times than your enemy, you sort of break their guard, and you basically get an opening to attack. You can actually get a item in the game that makes it so you automatically win the deadlock no matter what. Personally, I think it's pointless. You might as well just save yourself an item slot and just make sure that you do mash the square button.
An officer.
You're better than I had heard.
So for every 50 peons you defeat, a general will make a comment about you, which is sort of cool, I guess. Although it can get a bit repetitive because sometimes the same officer will make a comment, but you know, it's just one of those things. I'm trying to thin out his peons before I go in to attack him, because it can be really annoying fighting him and the peons just keep attacking you and sort of interrupting you. It's really, really annoying. So sometimes it's just worth going around getting the gate captains at least before you start going for the enemy commander. It sort of, you know, helps a bit. Also, I wouldn't bother trying to save up Musu for the enemy commander. Chances are he's just going to block it. You might as well use it to thin out the peons a bit. If they have an attack ×2, however, it usually is worth going and attacking the commander, because you're going to do double damage, which is obviously nothing but good.
Grovel and tremble before me. I am Wan Shao.
Right. If he's got you in a combo and you have got your Musu available, you're better off just using it to sort of interrupt him. It just makes it so much easier. Now he's taking so much damage because we got the double damage, so take advantage of it and get rid of him straight away. Now this is when you have to be careful. When he's really low health, he can use true Musu.
One family. Prosper.
He's also likely to heal himself if he knocks you away. So here we go, South House forces are triumphant. I'm going to say this took about 20 minutes to do. It gives you a replay of basically where you went on the map, who you defeated, who got defeated, the sort of a play-by-play basis of the whole map. You can fast forward it though. I'm pretty sure it took me about 20 minutes. Okay, it took me a bit longer because I had to run all the way to South House camp. If I didn't do that, I probably would have been about 20 minutes dead on, to be honest. So here we go. Pick up weapons to use. So the same attack, same hits. This is the level 1 weapon. It's got the same attack and it's got the same amount of hits, but it's got additional stat bonuses. So luck 5, luck 1, health up by 2, mounted defense 10. Health 2 is really nothing major at all. Luck 1's nothing major at all. Mounted defense is okay, obviously, but you've got to be on a horse for it to be of any use. I'm just going to go with the luck 5. And here for the now we're on for the items. So we got Musu Max 7, which is reasonable for a first battle. Mounted defense 1, absolute garbage. And they're the only 2 we got. So I'm going to equip the Musu Max, obviously. This is telling us how much experience we've got. It's based on the worthy opponents you defeat, which is obviously the officers and generals, how quickly you beat the level. I'm not sure what the bonus means though. And obviously KOs also come into effect. However, because I did fairly well and got most of the officers, I've got a reasonable amount of points. Weirdly enough, your rank or class actually goes down as you level up, not up. So you go from 16 to 1 or 0 effectively. Bodyguards also level up on their own. So anyway, let's save the game. So the first level was Battle of Guandu. Next one is the Battle of Changban.
Is that it? The line of people who are following Liu Bei?
Wow! It's like a river!
That is why we must destroy Liu Bei now.
Excellent. I cannot fight against commoners.
They are desperate. Attack carefully. All units, attack!
Now this battle is quite annoying because you have to go chasing after somebody and you have to make sure they aren't able to escape the map. And because this is my first run through of Musu mode, I don't have a horse, so I'm on foot. So this could make things a bit difficult. So I might not be able to get the dim sum and the fairy wine, and I also might not be able to defeat all the officers. We'll have to see how it goes, to be honest with you, because I really, you know, it's really iffy, if I'm honest with you. Anyway, let's go to the introduction first of all.
Despite superior numbers, Yuan Shao is unable to take Guandu, thanks to the strong defense put up by Cao Cao. However, Cao Cao, noticing a weakness in Yuan's defenses, orders his troops to attack, quickly scattering the enemy forces and resulting in victory. In the year 208, with his forces concentrated in Huabei, Cao Cao heads south in an attempt to invade the Jing province. Standing in his way is Liu Bei, who is charged with the protection of Fan Castle. Liu Bei makes little effort at resistance, instead attempting to escape through Changban. Together with his own troops, Liu Bei tries to take the commoners with him, slowing down his forces considerably. Cao Cao, showing no mercy, pulls up behind the fleeing Liu Bei.
Right, so let's go do equipment. So obviously I've already got my weapon equipped, but now I need to equip items. So I'm going to equip the Musu, or the Dragon Amulet, sorry, to get the Musu Max. Although I have got spaces, there really is no point equipping that cavalry armor. It's just not going to do anything, to be honest with you. So the conditions for the battle is I've got to defeat Liu Bei. We lose if Cao Cao is defeated or Liu Bei manages to retreat. The officers are fairly balanced. I'm actually a proper general in this with an officer underneath me. I can't, obviously, if I get defeated then it's game over, so unless Zhu Ling gets killed himself, he'll be around for the whole time. A lot of the generals in this fight just don't seem to have officers underneath them. So it'll be interesting. It's sort of a bit unbalanced, but Cao Cao has obviously not appeared yet, so he appears later on in the level. A bit late, to be honest with you, because Liu Bei's basically escaped by that point. So yeah. Anyway, we might as well get on with the level, I suppose. So let's start.
We will clean them out.
So I'm all the way on the other side of the map.
Finish this battle before his lordship arrives.
So I'm a bit of a disadvantage really, because I've got to make my way all the way over there to the enemies, which is a bit annoying. But it can't be helped. Now over here, I'm pretty sure there's one of the stat boosts in one of these two pots, so we'll go grab that first of all. Yep, so the dim song's here. Now I'm going to try and make my way up north and try and, I guess, chase them down. Hopefully I can do it. It is very much a game of time this time round though, unfortunately. So you've got to be really quick getting those officers. Generally speaking, your opponent, your computer friendlies can sort of hold off Liu Bei. Not great, but gives you a bit of extra time, I suppose. So Zhu Huang's up here, helping out. Although he's not actually attacking anyone yet.
Watch my spear and learn.
So we got our first playable opponent, well, except for the one Shao. Liu Bei is an officer under. Liu Bei is an officer. Zhao Yun is an officer underneath Liu Bei, and he's actually quite strong. Cao Cao appears to have appeared now. Cao Cao's main forces have arrived, so we've got to be a bit quick.
We annihilate Liu Bei's army.
I've got to be very careful because there's archers behind Zhao Yun. This is really dangerous, to be honest with you. The archers are definitely the archers are the danger here, because they can just shoot through. If you're really struggling, you're generally better off retreating and letting your Musu gauge fill up automatically, and then going back in for a sort of, you know, second wind. My bodyguards are already dead, and I've not even killed anyone yet. Generally, if you kill guards or guard captains, you can get a bit of a health pickup, which is what I really need.
I'm Zhang He of Yang. Come, I shall make you fear death.
Now, this is an example of one of the computers being extremely powerful. Zhang He will single-handedly be able to keep pretty much everyone at bay from getting past Chanban Bridge. That's the whole mythos of Battle of Chanban, because it's named after the Chanban Bridge incident, I assume.
I defeated an officer.
So we defeated Zhao Yun, sorry. So now we've really got to get a move on, because we are behind like nobody's business, and I'm really low on health on top of that, which isn't fun. Right, now this is a really risky move. I'm going to actually go to the start and help out everyone. It's risky because Liu Bei could actually get away. Hopefully I'll be able to. Well, Zhang He, see there you go, HQ's in need of assistance. That means Cao Cao's getting attacked and I need to go help him out. Because if Cao Cao gets beaten, obviously we game over. And we really don't want that happening. But I really need a health pickup also. And there's not one around, which is really helpful. Here we go. So I need to go help Cao Cao straight away. That's priority number 1. Let's go find him. So Cao Cao's here. He hasn't been hurt, but the fact that there's no one around, you know, he could get hurt. That's why it says you need assistance. I don't believe there's any officers around here, but I could be wrong. But Zhang He's, not Zhang He, Zhang Fei, sorry, is going to give us real problems. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to beat him, if I'm honest with you. He could actually end up killing me. But sometimes you've got to take risks. We need to be positive. I think Zhuge Liang's here. Mizu, okay. Under Zhang Fei. Right, everyone's on my team struggling, which is really not good. They're struggling against peons though, because there's no off. See, there this is really when this is looking good now. If Zhao Yuan gets beaten, it could be over, to be honest, because he's the only one that's holding off Liu Bei.
I defeated.
This is a bit worrying.
Hold on! Support will come!
Guan Yu's only gone and come with the ships for Liu Bei to escape, which isn't good. This is tough.
Navy. Hurry, destroy Liu Bei before his navy joins it.
Zhang Fei's on this bridge. This is going to be fun, I can tell you that now.
Zhang Fei. Stand strong until help arrives.
The help is a bit delayed, unfortunately, Zhao Yuan.
Only time will tell.
I really need to deal with Zhang Fei.
I am Guan Yu, brother of Liu Bei. I will prevail.
Oh my god! I'm fighting 2 of the bloody brothers now. On my own. This is... I'm bloody in trouble now. Let alone everyone else. Oh, and Guan Ping's here. Oh my god. I'm really... This is really dodgy. You know, it's got to the stage where it's uncomfortable. I need to do something here. Otherwise I'm going to be dead. Simple as that. Get rid of Guan Ping first, because he's not playable. All my bodyguards are pretty much dead. And of course Guan Ping's bloody healed. Of course he has. And Guan Ping's healed again. He's now fully healed. He was on practically no health, and now he's fully healed. That's one of the really stupid mechanics of this game. The fact that the enemy could just fully heal. I can't heal. Well, I can heal, but I can't just charge my moves to and heal. It's cheating, really. It's pretty cheap. And they even do it in the later games as well. I don't think they ever stop it. Right, Guan Ping's down.
I defeated an officer.
Let's take down Guan Yu now. Guan Yu's now down.
There is no choice.
Now deal with Zhang He.
Where are the reinforcements?
They're delayed, I told you. They've been delayed, mate. Oh no, this isn't good. This is not good. Not only am I on really low health, Zhang Yuan's been defeated. Right, Zhang Fei's been defeated. Now I have to.
I'm out of here. See ya.
I literally have to just non-stop run now. If I'm going to catch up with Liu Bei, I've got to just go. Like, seriously, I can't stop for anything. Because there's no one in between him and the exit, really, now. But at least I defeated Guan Yu and Zhang Fei. That is a positive. Luckily, Liu Bei waits for peasants, so I do have a bit of time to try and catch up with him, thankfully. So Zhuge Liang's here with Zhao Khan. I really don't feel comfortable about fighting him at my current health, and also the fact Liu Bei's getting away. I might come back and try and fight him in a minute if I think I've got time.
It's not looking too great.
So the peons are actually in yellow. You can actually kill the peons, or the peasants, sorry, and that, I think it does actually stop Liu Bei from retreating. Which is quite interesting, actually. So Liu Bei is literally right here.
Be careful.
But I'm right in the middle of the enemy forces on red health, which is, well, it's playing it risky, to say the least. It's not a good, it's not, see Liu Bei is now moving, which means, well, it's not good. I'm going to have to try and get his attention, because if he gets down there, it's over. I don't want to fight Liu Bei, because he will, I'm going to just try and knock him off his horse. That's slow him down a bit. There you go.
Restoration of the Empire.
But I really can't fight him at the moment. He's got a bunch of archers which I just... Honestly, they could probably kill me. They could kill me right now if they hit me. Oh, this is really annoying. Thank God, some health.
The enemy has been reinforced.
More health, thankfully.
Be strong. Reinforcements will come.
So let's look at our stats. Cao Cao's right. Don't ask me why, but Cao Cao is literally just... he's right in the forefront. I don't know why everyone else isn't there.
It is for my people that I will assist.
Now, normally I never ever go for the commander straight away. I always try and kill all the generals before I even think about going for the enemy commander, but the reason is I really was in a bit of a tough situation there and I didn't feel comfortable that I could leave Liu Bei in that area. I think he would have made a run for it and got out, to be honest with you. When Shao Yuan got killed, that was when I knew I couldn't. It was sort of a get Liu Bei no matter what the cost. But I mean, look at my board compared to the enemies. They're all on like 7, 8 stars. Mine are on 4s and 3s. You know. So bow defense is actually quite useful because, as I said in the first battle, bows are very overpowered. Bows will destroy you. Unfortunately, I didn't get as much experience as I would have liked. I really would have liked a bit more experience, but you know, these things happen.
Zhang Xiao, Dang Zhou, Lu Bu, Huan Shao. And now we shall attack Wu. Zhuge Liang, Zhou Yu. Your fate must end here.
Gonna go equip that bow armor. Haven't got a new weapon, unfortunately. Conditions are Cao Cao gets defeated and Sun Xuan gets defeated. There's a lot of playable officers on their side. Let's get the introduction.
After successfully attacking Jing, Cao Cao's forces defeat Liu Bei, forcing him to retreat. With this victory, Cao Cao's reach extends south from Hebei, giving him an even stronger foothold in his quest for power. Cao Cao, with most of his forces in China's Central Plains region, turns his attention towards Jiangdong, controlled by the Sun clan. In an effort to prepare against the powerful Wu Navy, Cao Cao begins training his fleet at Lake Zuanwu. In 208, having sufficiently prepared his navy, Cao Cao and his fleet head toward Wu. On the other side, Sun Quan teams with Liu Bei to oppose Cao's forces, while Zhou Yu and the others prepare a strategy for the upcoming battle. Cao Cao's fleet makes its way to Changjiang.
Basically, Liu Bei and Sun Xuan have teamed up against Cao Cao, because otherwise they would just have no chance. Cao Cao's got a massive army, he's got a massive navy, he's a powerhouse. The only way they stand a chance is teaming up.
It's a prayer in the southwest. We will stop his plan.
Basically, I need to get to the bottom left-hand corner to stop the stop Zhuge Liang with his prayers. And I'm on the right side at the top, of course, so I've got to go across the whole map to get to him. Fun times to be had by all. Luckily, I'm not chasing after anyone in this battle, though, so I haven't got to, you know, I haven't really got a time limit per se.
An officer.
Oh, his ding thing. Well, Ding Finn's giving me a run for my money, isn't he? Okay, I see how it is. Oh dear. No health in the pot. That is not good. Health pickup. My bodyguards are already all dead, obviously, like usual. Interestingly enough, in the expansion, Extreme Legends, it sort of actually does fix the bodyguards. Here we go, Lucian.
Do you think you can evade my swords?
Lucian could be a real pain in the arse, to be honest with you. He's quite fast like me.
Southeastern wind. Zhuge Liang. A devil.
Yep. And that's your own teammate saying that. Well, he's not really. Zhuge Liang and Zhou Yu really, they're really not friendly with each other. They just know that they need each other at the moment. But really, they don't like each other, to be honest. There's a bit of a rivalry, sort of, because they're both sort of the strategists for that kingdom. So. They're both rightly skeptical of the other. So there we go, Lucian just used his moves to attack and knocked out all my health. And then he fully healed. Are you serious? Are you serious? Wow, okay. So see how cheaty that is? He uses his Musu, and instead of that, like, using up his being his charge, he then goes and heals. Just you see how unfair that is? You know. think it can depend on their morale. If they've got really low morale, I think they obviously don't use this, they don't charge as much, which obviously gives you an incentive to kill the peons. Really, I need to go back and kill Lu Xun. He's got pretty low morale now, so hopefully I'll be able to actually beat him. I could do with a health pickup. There we go, thank you. This should be, I should be alright now. And he's just going to block. Nice one. There we go. Got him in a... Thankfully we've beaten him. Get an iron for that.
You are a worthy opponent.
Don't slack. Fight!
Now I'm on the actual ships. Let's go look for some people. There is an officer here, and it's Shugai Jin.
Where are the reinforcements?
Cao Pi, sorry, is basically gonna get killed, I'm pretty sure.
Be careful.
Gong Ning's there, I believe, or it might be Lu Ming. Oh, Zhou Yu. Okay. God damn. That's a bit annoying though. Come on, he just needs one more hit. Just hit him once. Come on. Hit him once. This is the frustrating thing when he's on like one hit is all you need, and they just block and they let their peons start interrupting your attacks. It's so frustrating.
We must fight well.
You know, it's all this staggering. It's really annoying. Need some health. There we go. Take that. Nice. Oh no, here come the fire ships to set my fleet on fire. Nice one.
Zhou Yu, you are a fool to mock me.
He's not really mocking you, Lord Cao Cao. He's set your fires. He set your ships on fire. It's not really mocking you, is it? Okay, Chengpu. Interesting enough, Chengpu wasn't made playable until Dynasty Warriors 9, the most recent one that is yet to come out. But he was the second new character to be announced. But honestly, he should have been playable. He should have been playable long ago, because he is Sun Jion's sort of right-hand man, along with Han Dong and Chengpu. Not Chengpu, sorry, Huang Gai. So he should have been made playable long ago. He just didn't. Don't know why. Hopefully he'd be pretty cool.
You're careful.
Wow, see, look at that. I was about to finish him off. One of his damn peons interrupts me, and, well, this happens. No, at least he's beaten now.
I defeated an officer.
Could really do with another health pickup now. Well, actually, I guess I'm alright. There we go.
Well.
Brilliant. Eugene, he was made playable in Dynasty Warriors 7. No, he wasn't. He was made playable in... Was it 8 or 7? I can't remember. Jin is different to Eugene, by the way, in case people get confused about that. Handong, made playable in 7, I believe. Ouch. Reinforcements.
Let's go there now. We'll
No,
attack
not
the
reinforcements. Reinforcements for the other team. Next, brilliant.
What? They're here too? Secure the path of retreat. We will retreat. They're strong.
Now, although Cao Cao says he retreats, he doesn't mean we're retreating fully from the battle. He just goes back off the ship. In later games, the battle does actually end, and Cao Cao actually does leave the battlefield.
Don't lag behind.
I defeated an officer.
This doesn't look good. Don't fall behind.
Pan Zhang was falling back because he must have been part of Han Dang's forces. Ling Tong made playable in Dynasty Warriors 5. Uses nunchucks. He's alright. Don't really play him much, to be honest with you. Reinforces for us. Excellent.
Reinforcements. Press the attack.
We're about to retreat. Now you're saying attack. What? Make up your mind, mate.
This battle is not over yet. Everyone.
Crossbows are very, very dangerous as well. To be honest, they're a lot quicker than the bows. Yeah, they're not good. Oh, they're good if they're on your side. Damn it, I'm really low on health. And there's crossbows everywhere waiting to end my life. Right, excellent, Ling Tong's. Excellent, Ling Tong's dead. Let's go. I'm getting out. I don't want to be on this ship anymore. It's dangerous.
You're a better jet than I have heard.
Lusu made playable in Dynasty Warriors 8, I believe.
Don't slack. Fight.
He's a pretty interesting character. He uses a rake. Or he used a rake. I'm probably going to change his bloody weapon in 9. He hasn't been shown yet.
You're too deep. Be careful.
I defeated an officer.
We can't hold them.
We must fight well.
One guy. He's bad news.
You think you're a match for me?
I'm gonna leave him for now. Zhu Sheng. I'm gonna leave him as well.
Stand strong until reinforcements come.
Well, at least I'm here with Cao Cao now. I couldn't risk it. You know, the warning was coming up so much. I was, you know, for all I know, he could have been one hit from dying. He's not, but he could have been. It's too risky. Now I can go sort of fight now that I'm near here, I guess.
Stand strong until reinforcements come.
See, all it was is Zhang He. That's it. He's on his own here, and he was causing all this trouble. You know. Here he is. The man in question.
Guts up.
Ironically, he's being a bit pathetic. Oh, True Musha attacked by Zhang He took out half my life bar. And oh, he didn't fully heal, thank God for that. Come on, just stop blocking. There we go.
I defeated an officer.
Wow, really? I don't even get a stat boost. I get a times 2 attack. Thanks for that. I really appreciate it.
Don't fall behind.
Oh, okay. Missed the slide attack. Gardening and Zhou Yu here. This is going to be... Oh, I don't know. This could go really bad, really fast, to be honest.
It doesn't look good.
Damn it, Eugen's been beaten. Here is Shuran and Gardening.
Who are you?
Gardening's really dangerous. Zhou Yu's also dangerous. Look, Gunning just took out half my health with one Musu attack. It's ridiculous. He's honestly ridiculous. He's absolutely nuts. See, the problem with Garning is you can never have too much health when Garning's around, because honestly he could probably just kill you in one hit. I'm not even exaggerating that. He probably has done.
Don't lag behind.
Zhou on a worryingly high morale, which could cause problems as well, to be honest with you.
I defeated an officer.
Oh, nice. Right, I need to get this deadlock. Excellent. And of course I got interrupted. And now Zhou's here. Just get spammed with attacks. Why not? Garning's dead at least. Garning was the one I was worried about.
Sorry, gotta go.
Don't fall behind.
But Zhou has got a lot of morale, so he's going to be just as hard as Garning. Unfortunately. Was Zhu Huan part of Garning's army? Yeah, he was. He was part of Garning's army. Wow, okay. That's why he's running away now. I'm going to chase after him. I don't want him to get away. See, I've got a weapon out of that.
Don't fall behind.
Full health, attack up and defense up. This is the time to go kill Zhou now. It's just as well, because he just killed Manchong. Also made playable in the new Dynasty Warriors 9, by the way. Cao Ren was made playable in Dynasty Warriors 4. He's got 8 morale, which basically means you let him get away. You let him get away with too much, and now he's really powerful. So it's best to just get rid of him like that. He had a 4 defense up, which means he's really strong defense. So it's good to get rid of him. So I think we're going for Zhuge Liang next.
We must fight well.
One guy's pulling back because apparently he was part of Zhou Yu's forces. Zhu Sheng's also pulling back. So who we got left? Lu Meng. Lu Meng, Zhou Tai, made playable in Dynasty Warriors 4 by the way, and Sun Quan himself. Zhuge Liang's apparently not part of the actual map. Whoa. Did Zhou Tai just fully heal? Yep, yes he did.
We will not let them pass our army.
You're a better general than I have heard.
Wow, that mount, that bit of a ram's really doing me in. It's cancelling out my Musa attack. Pretty sure there's a stat pickup near this prayer.
I defeated an officer.
Is it around the back?
Don't fall behind.
I suppose not. I thought there was one, but I could have been wrong. Right, Lu Meng next.
I have nothing against you, but this is war.
Lu Meng's actually one of my favourite characters from Wu.
They look strong. Take heart. Where are the reinforcements?
You're too deep. Be careful.
I defeated an officer.
This is not a time to be brave.
Don't slack. Fight!
Right, now it's time to fight Sun Quan. That's a full dim sum. Unfortunately, that was a bit of a waste there. Probably could have done with keeping that. Sun Quan doesn't have any officers left, does he? No, he's on his own. Good.
Stand against me shall perish.
Come on, deadlock. Excellent. There we go. Ooh. Fair enough, you got some good hits in there. So you just got a life recovery there, which is a bit annoying. If you're really low health, honestly, you just keep bowing him. That seems to work. I don't think they can block arrows. Oh wow, okay. My own army just got in front of Sun Quan and saved him. That's, you know, good job. Moves through full for 10 seconds basically means you can do your moves to attack for 10 whole seconds. Nice, health up. Hopefully he hasn't fully healed. see, as you can see here, the you know, the enemies just, my friendlies, I mean, just aren't doing any damage to him whatsoever. To have any hopes of defeating him whatsoever, you need to be the one that's doing the damage, which sort of makes you wonder what's the actual point of the computers. It's a shame, really, but it's just how the computer was developed back then. Even in the newer games, they're still not that useful. You're sort of a one-man army, and that's how it's always been. This level probably took quite a while, I reckon 30 minutes at least, maybe more. Look at that. Well, yeah, more, 33 minutes. Only officers I lost was Eugene and Sao P. I guess that's okay. Oh, new weapon, excellent. So, with a new weapon, you get more combos in your square attacks, and the attack obviously goes up, which is obviously really good. I think it's probably best if I take the defense. New items, okay, I've got an attack. Mounted attack's useless. The attack would be good though. Not bad, leveled up 3 times. Happy with that. The next level is the Battle of Mount Dingjun. Right, I'm gonna call it a day there. I'm probably gonna stream this again. Well, definitely gonna stream it again and continue with Zhang He, which would be fun. I'll probably end up more than likely finishing his, well, Wei's story on the next video. After that, probably gonna go do Shu's, then I'll do Wu's, and I'll have a little think about what I want to do after that. I might either go on to one of the new games, because although I enjoy playing through all the characters, it would be a very, very long process, and I don't think everyone wants me to. I don't think everyone would enjoy it if I played through all the characters, because it'd also prevent me playing different games. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So see you later. Bye now.